We live in a world where there is a competition of how to grow your business and how to improve your sales. And here we're here to learn, grow, and educate. My name is Sharon Akoth and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to teach you how to sell anything to anyone, how to sell a product to a client, and how you can convince a client to buy a product from you. And these are the 3 tips that I'm going to teach you how to sell anything to anyone. So people buy based on stories but not service or product. If you're selling a product, or for example, if you're selling a pen and maybe one cost 100,000 and the other one cost 500,000, so a client will not choose based on how the price is, or how the service is, or how the product is, but how the story that you gave in. For example, if you're selling it as that pen, they will see not in terms of the pricing most of the time, because they'll balance how the product is managed or how it's being produced in terms of the business in it. The other thing you're supposed to cover in is how do a client trust you in terms of he wants to buy a product from you, the sanity, how he's gonna trust you in terms of your product, because everyone, we are in business industry, so there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people competing to be in the same standard, high pricing, lower pricing. So how will a client trust you in your business if he wants to buy something from you? Because one thing a client will ask him or herself, how do I trust this person? How do I trust this company? How do I trust this industry? So if they'll come up with basic questions, so it's about on how you picture your business and how you purchase your product so that people can buy from you. And the most important thing is how to convince also a client on how to buy from you. Because I say, if you're buying in stories, if you're buying if a client has to buy towards a story, not a product or a service, because what you tell them, how to convince them until they reach a point that they want to buy your product or they want to purchase what you're selling to them, that matters a lot. In terms also in if I take you back in logic, in logic and emotions, so it's about on how you come up with a project or a product, how you represent it matters a lot, and how you convince a client to buy, and that matters a lot. And in terms of how also you manage your business also matters. How you come up with strategies, how you come up with strategies on how to market yourself matters a lot. So it's just about how, first of all, your representation, that matters a lot. How your representation matters. How you base your business matters a lot, because we live in a world like everywhere is a competition, and you find in business everyone is doing what you're doing. So what is that thing that you'll convince a client to buy your stuff, or what is that product that it is in high purchase that a client would love to buy from you? So that matters a lot. So as much as we are covering all that business ideas, or we are coming up with selling or closing a business, so what matters a lot is the product you're selling to people, you know, and how you represent yourself, and the trust you have to put to clients, the trust you have, the sanity you have to put to clients or your business. Because most of the entrepreneurship, when they want to sell something, they will tell a client good stories, they want to tell a client how to purchase it. But the best thing when you want to sell a product or a project, or to brand yourself, or to brand a company, first a client has to trust you in terms of sanity, so that they can buy from you. Again, in another way, people also buy people don't buy into something, they buy out of something. When you're buying a product, they see how you're going to solve that situation. They buy it based on how they're going to solve in a situation. So most of the time, people will buy a product based on how it solves a situation. So they buy it for anything, not into anything. And the last one, I'm going to talk of how people buy based on emotions but not logic. This one, I'll give an example. If you want to buy a house, or if you want to buy a car, it's going to how you feel about the product, how you feel about how you're buying that house. What's the outcome of it? How do you feel when you if you want to purchase it, in terms of maybe you're working in a company, maybe you're working in an industry, you know. So people sometimes, they don't picture in terms of industry, they don't want to picture in terms of the business that you cover, but most of the time they buy it towards emotions, how you feel towards a product that you want to purchase. Yeah, that's all we are talking about today, and hope this idea makes you to sell your product out there, to engage with clients, to know how to convince a client to buy your product, and if it will help you, I'll be grateful. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.